I'm Walter Kelly, I'm from Highland Park High School, and I really appreciate all of you being here this evening and taking time at the end of a long day to invest in your children's day and see what they go through every day. And we wish you well with that. I'll tell you, in 20 years of education, including 7 districts and 4 principalships in 2 states, I've had the good fortune to work in a lot of great places. And beginning my 3rd year at Highland Park, I'm come to further realize every day what you already know, and that's this is an amazing place. And this school is an amazing place. And it's amazing primarily because Park City's community is willing to follow through on the mutual commitment to make this a great place for your children. And our mutual commitment to personal care and the collective excellence that we follow through on defines our work together and provides us with the opportunity to celebrate what is great and to have discussions of what we need to be doing in the next several years and now. Thank you for your work. Thank you for developing great children. Thank you for being here this evening. As a National Blue Ribbon School, I want to acknowledge a few of the school-wide accomplishments that we've had this past year. Once again, we're on the Just for Kids and the Texas Business and Education Coalition's Higher Performing Schools Honor Roll. We are the top exemplary large open enrollment campus in the state of Texas by TDA. We're a U.S. News and Gold Report gold medal school. We are again one of Newsweek's best high schools in America, and again, we are the top 5 open enrollment schools in the country and the top in Texas. And this past year, our Highland Park High School students had a bad year with ACT, SAT, PSAT, and especially with AP testing. Both with outstanding performance and with great participation from the number of students that were involved in these many different levels. But we're more proud to have our students accomplish this than the level of accomplishment. Parents, students, and administration have demonstrated a high level of commitment to partnership, and this year has started very well. I'm particularly appreciative of the work of our counseling departments. They've done 2 things that have really mattered. First, we've got a fish camp with over 500 of our freshmen attending the week before school started. And Candace, Connor, Michael Laws, and the rest of the counselors did a phenomenal job of making sure that the freshmen were comfortable, that experienced students were connected with them. They, in fact, the counselors wore pink shirts along with our veteran students to help out students on the first day. And it was the calmest, most instructionally focused day that we had here. This past year brings great memories. State championships with tennis, girls swimming, cross-country championships, being selected by Confucius School by China for our Chinese program, state active at decathlon in San Antonio, and a girls soccer game in Georgetown that I will never forget as long as I live. And during the past year, we partnered to take a few advances with the Dads Club in particular. We've installed computer systems and monitors around the building to allow for better student communication and also for online communication for you as parents. We also significantly upgraded our wireless capacity for our building as we instituted our student bring your own digital device policy this past year. We backed that up by quadrupling our bandwidth, providing wireless access points in every room and student outlets for recharge across the building. We also worked with teachers in the past year to make sure that instructionally, they and our students are making use of that technology that will be part of their daily life for the years to come. We've also completed a 2-year long-range planning program, which students, parents, teachers, and administrators developed a new mission and vision for Highland Park High School. And we'll send that to you by an e-class later this evening. Beyond the framing of the mission and the vision, the team studied current literature and toured some of the top high schools around the country to further develop a catalog of our already outstanding practices and what we can consider in the years to come. This work really precisely dovetails with the profile of the learner, and the yellow form that I see many of you have in the district has done. And we see these 2 coming together to really establish a new vision of what the school will be by the year 2020. Again, we've enjoyed a great start to the 2012-13 school year. We have 2,049 students in this building this year, which is a record. And we're teaching a larger student body and a wonderfully diverse group of students that come from a variety of families that have been here in the Park Cities for a long time and from those who move from around the country. The tenor of the climate of the school is positive, and I greatly appreciate the attitude of teachers, parents, and students as they started this year, because many of them are dealing really trimmed from a budget standpoint, and I appreciate their commitment to that. As we plan beyond this year, we have reason for concern and reason for hope. First, we're truly concerned with the Texas State School Finance Plan, the pending court cases, and the upcoming legislative session. But secondly, we're truly hopeful that through the work of the Michigan Institute, in which Highland Park High School and ISD is integrally involved, and through support of Bill 1557, that 2012-13 will provide a hallmark year for transition in how we assess student progress and school accountability, well beyond Pax and STAR. It's been a pleasure to work with our district leadership in a partnership with high-performing school districts, which are utilizing the work of the Public Education Visiting Institute to work with PTA and develop more holistic, meaningful measures of student and school accountability. As we carefully review the way in which we provide meaning and value to students' lives in their time at Highland Park High School, we also want to make sure we're looking at how well they are prepared to successfully move through college and beyond. To help our students succeed in the light of high expectations, we provide a student support system that begins with 6 academic counselors and 3 assistant principals. Each counselor serves between 3 and 350 students, and teams of 2 counselors partner with an assistant principal who have triads of support to approximately 650 students. These triads meet regularly to discuss student progress and needs, and they develop support continued through student affiliation progress. They follow this, and they meet weekly to see how your children are doing and work with them. Our counselors and assistant principals are helping organize this event, Our counselors and assistant principals are helping to organize the event at this time. So many of them are throughout the building. But we have a few that we want to introduce just to our Highland Park family. First, we have our new counselor for SM through Z, Mindy McMahon. Mindy, would you please stand? Thank you. Second, Evan Heckman, who's assistant principal O through Z in class of 91 Highland Park High School. How are you? We also need to as a Baylor graduate, I was looking at that. And Erica Castillo, who's our assistant principal for instruction. Erica, please wave. Because many of you don't work with her on a regular basis, but she is absolutely integral in making sure your student has a great experience academically. Ms. Marta Gott, who's our assistant principal for academic affairs and research. As I mentioned earlier, Dr. Connor works with groups of students in positively addressing teenage concerns and issues, as well as providing assistance to new students and students in crisis. In short, we have an experienced skilled staff at Child Services and look forward to working with each one of them this year. We have amazing students, and we're all responsible for forwarding their growth as people. We will provide ongoing opportunities through Highland Park High School, Highland Park ISD, and PTA this year for parent and student education on challenges of raising or even being a teenager. This partnership will support our students begins with a strong and caring PTA and extends to our booster clubs and Ed Foundation. For all of you who continue to support us, thank you. For those looking for ways to contribute resources, time, expertise, or funds, please contact us with your wishes. While I've only attended a handful of open houses as a parent, I have a kindergartner through these. I've done many as an administrator. So I want to give you a few pieces of advice for the evening, and I hope you truly enjoy it. First, enjoy it. Following the presentation, you'll have an opportunity to follow your child's schedule. In between classes, you'll be challenged with exactly what your kids are challenged with every day. And that's getting to class on time and enjoying the social opportunity in the hallways. Listen actively with an open mind. Teachers are faced with the challenge of making a positive first impression, providing them contact information in course tools, and sharing with your syllabus in 7 minutes. Hold them, please. Ask questions, but hold extensive or personal conversations for later. You want to make sure that we answer those questions and deal with those things, and many of those conversations involve more detailed focus and concentration. Take your time this evening, enjoy the evening, and please recognize that at 8:30 we want to make sure our teachers get home, are rested, and prepared for your children tomorrow morning. All of you may access your children's schedule at this time. The instructions are above me. They're also on every television screen around. And if you all have a great night. You have actually plenty of time before you roll with the bells. So welcome and have a great evening. Thank you very much.